Hey, welcome to Everdoma. I'm Greg Blythe, and today we're gonna make some food around the house. We're making pasta, and some of you know that back in the day, whether you're in Japan or China or Italy, if you've got some noodles going on, you're probably gonna need a knife. We've got modern creations today that help us, do certain things, but back in the day, they didn't have all these creations. And so if you're in Japan and you like those soba noodles or udon noodles, they have a knife for that. And this type of machine and everything, it didn't exist. Now, I'm not going to be making soba noodles. I'm not that good. I'm going to make some carbonara. Some friend of mine gave me an ostrich egg, and I was like, what can I do with an ostrich egg? So we're going to have some fun, and we're making carbonara. I'm going to work on this in a little while, but let's go ahead and look at the knife that you would use in this situation. So we have Tojiro brand. It's an inexpensive brand, but really good factory brand. This is a 240 millimeter. I'm going to say this wrong, so you guys can just yell at me, but it's like molybdenum stainless. The type of steel that they use for scalpels. You can see the profile of this knife is extremely flat. And so this knife is made for cutting up soba noodles and udon noodles. But today, we're making some regular pasta noodles. Different manufacturers make this knife. It comes in longer than this. It even comes in shorter. But, the Tojiro made an affordable, inexpensive version of this that I'm sure is extremely sharp. And before we use it on our pasta, we're going to find out how sharp it is. So since we're cooking, we're going to be using this to make dinner tonight. Let's go ahead and get a little light shine on the situation. And let's see how sharp this bad boy is. So 227. That's going to be sharp enough for what we're doing. I'm not going to do a second one because frankly, I have a lot of flour all over my hands, and I really don't want to mess the kitchen up. It's sharp enough for what we got going on. All right, so I've got a wooden cutting board because I really don't want to cut on my beautiful countertop here. And I rolled out some pasta earlier to get it a little bit dry. Now, I think honestly the pasta should be a little bit drier than we have it, so let's see if we're going to be successful. My wife's like, man, my husband's making a mess. And if you know me, when I cook,
that's what he does.
That's what I do. All right, so you're going to see that it is going to be extremely nice that we, I guess I didn't quite fold that enough to do what we're doing. So let's see here. We got to do a little measuring here. It looks about right. Mm-hmm.
Looks like a bag.
What is that?
A bag.
There you go, folks.
Needs a little strap.
So, hopefully I didn't get myself in some trouble here. But we are going to be able to, again, I'm not a pro at this. It would be nice to have, have you ever seen those guys? They use like something as a backstop to help them. But this is definitely fun, and you can see that the cuts are nice and even. So you guys caught me cooking dinner. I get one cheat meal a week. And, we got an ostrich egg. What do you do? And when you do it, let's make some pasta. Well, as you know, that's going to taste great, and I'm looking forward to doing it. And that was pretty awesome. This actually weighs kind of lightweight. I don't really know the history of the knife as far as like when that came into play, but definitely it was engineered perfectly for noodle cutting. For the record, when you look at the end, you can see that it has a sharp edge as well. I did not need that today, but I would say that's more of a pinching edge. I mean, it's sharp, but it's just not as sharp quite as at the bottom. But anyway, I just wanted to do a quick little, like, a unique knife shape. I'm definitely going to do random videos of different knife shapes. We've got different knives that are featured specifically for special fish, different tools and instruments and everything. So I'm glad we had a chance to introduce you, in case you did not know, to the noodle knife. Doesn't really have a unique name other than Soba Noodle knife, but something unique in the arsenal, and I'm glad it finally got some use because we've had it for a while. So again, hopefully that wasn't a dull moment, something fun to show you, and we appreciate you checking us out. Now we're going to finish making dinner so we can enjoy the night. Hope you do as well. We'll see you next week. All right, so we were given an ostrich egg. Thank you to my friend Kira. I'm told that it has the equivalent of 10 to 12 eggs. So we're going to crack this egg. I don't even know exactly if I know how to do that. So, yeah. Wow, it's very porcelain-like. Okay, so we have egg shells, like porcelain-esque. I mean, that is some thick mamma jamma. Like, yeah, that is wild. For those of you who've never done this, I've never done this. So, yep. It is now empty. And we have a humongous egg. I'm making carbonara. I'm making pasta. That's what we're doing. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to make pasta. We're going to use the Mark Vetri recipe, which has 10 egg yolks, which is 17 grams of egg yolk per large egg. So we're going to measure out 170 grams of egg yolk. I'm going to separate the white. I'm going to use the white because I eat whites during the week for my diet. We're going to make pasta, and then we're going to use the egg yolk to make the carbonara sauce with starch water, pecorino romano cheese, black pepper. Yes. So anyway, stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. So it's an absolute pain in the ass, but we got them separated. The whole entire yolk. 329 grams of egg yolk is what we ended up with, and we only needed 170 to make 10 eggs.